Okay, so you're building your first realistic theme park in Planet Coaster and you wanna get some wood involved. Well, I got you covered. This is the right place for you. We're gonna build a GCI style wooden roller coaster and I'm gonna get you through the whole process from the drawing board to the final result. Stick around. Okay, so here we are on a blank map. I'm using the master as the model because it looks a little bit better in terms of how the train looks between all the pure wooden roller coasters. First things first, I am using drive tires to get the train moving from the station, and after a little bit of a curve, I'm going up with the chain lift. Now, in reality, wooden roller coasters don't have a very steep chain lift. For the sake of this video, and since we are on Planet Coaster, I'm taking a little bit of liberty here, and I'm going up 45 degrees. You can see this in real life, is not that common though. I'm going up 31 meters, more or less 35 in terms of height. And now that we are up here, let's talk about what makes a GCI wooden coaster a GCI wooden coaster. Okay, so these rides have a lot of direction changes and sweeping corners from left to right, often in a sequence. Also, since wooden coasters cannot invert, they have to rely on airtime hills to provide the most thrills possible. They are characterized by low to the ground action in most of their models, and they ride at a consistent speed throughout the whole layout. The layout itself is very compact. It doesn't draw out in the distance in the woods like the old wooden coasters you would see in older parks, and also expect to find some special effects along the road like smoke or mist or anything like that. I think we shall go down from here. What do you think? Let's have a little turn here, and now we can start going down. Let me remove the catwalk, and I'm going down 45 degrees that are going to become 67, and then from now on I'm starting to go back to level 56, 45, 33, 22. Not really. Okay, we didn't make it, so let's try again. 45, 33, 22, 11, 0. Okay, we have our first drop. Let's smooth it out. Now from here I'm coming right back up at 33 degrees, and I'm flat again, a little under the height that was the start of the drop. So we still have some speed. It's 23 meters, and let's smooth everything up. And now from here, what I want to do is incline the track at 45 degrees and have a turn. After the turn, we're going down again. Obviously, we smooth everything out. And now here, let's incline again 45 degrees, and let's have our
first section of corners. It's gonna be a fast-paced change of direction here. And after that, we have, ooh, nice. We have space to do an airtime hill right beside the first drop. It's gonna look awesome in the POV when we when we ride it. Now, after another airtime hill, going to incline again, and I start turning right. We have the speed to do so. Yes, we do. Still quite fast. Now let's try to have another airtime hill here, if we can. An airtime moment. Not really a hill, because from now on we are going to start coming back to the station. So we turn here. We are going to go down here. I don't know about the speeds here. We may be to a crawl. So let's get down, gain some speed, so we can get to the final station. You know what? We can have the double turn effect here by having this side go right parallel to the turn we had before. So this way. And now from the station back to the track, I'm doing the same thing that we did with the inverted coaster. So dive tires, block section, and trim brakes. And we have our layout done for this wooden coaster. I don't mind it. It looks okay. It looks great. I mean, we obviously have to test it before I can tell you how it feels, but I'm not mad at this. We have quite fast turns. It's quite speedy for most of the ride. It's low to the ground. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, now it's time to build ourselves a maintenance area for this wooden coaster. So let's try to have a parallel track to the final brake run, which I made sure that was straight. Always make sure that the final brake run for your coasters is pretty much as straight as possible. So it's not hard when you do this to judge the distance and to judge how parallel one track is to the other. Now, Let's not delete this. I'm making sure that every element is still there. And now, after deleting coaster collisions in the menu, you have to go to the menu and delete coaster collision to be able to do this. I'm turning this parallel track and I'm kind of joining it to the existing brake run, and I'm trying to end it perfectly where the other rail track is, so we get this effect of two trains coming together, and this is the start of our maintenance area. Now at the end of this parallel track that I just built, I'm going to create a shed where people could work on the train when they're not running, and where employees could store the train when it's not running, like we did on the other coaster. Okay, so now that the shed is done, it's time for theming. First of all, let's grab a studio fence made out of wood. Let's paint it with a darker color, and we're gonna encircle the whole ride area with it. Then I'm adding some western buildings here and there, and some western scenery like these wagons or this minecart scene in areas where I think they would fit best, here on the outside or inside of the turns that we made. The thing is, you gotta try not to place it where there are supports for the train, or where, you know, people could hit their head on it. So keep that in mind when you place scenery around the ride. Not too close to supports and not too close to the track, so it's safe for riders. Alright, let's bring in some foliage and add it around here. Foliage brings everything to life. Alright. Time to build ourselves a station. You may have guessed at this point we're going for the Western theme. So I grabbed this background for the station from the base game, and now with this modern wood roof, I am trying to actually make a roof that will shield from the sun the riders that are going to hop in the train. And now I'm using some pillars to keep the structure up, and I'll be placing them at every corner and maybe one in the middle, because this is too big, and I think that only 4 would not be able to keep the structure up, you know. So I'm adding actually one more line of them in the middle. It's gonna be 6 at the end. Alright, I think we are in a pretty good spot here. I might call it a day and call this finished. The ride now has a name. It's called Rumble Canyon. I know it's a very generic name for a Western theme roller coaster, but hey, it's not about the theming. It's about building a GCI wooden roller coaster from start to finish. That's what we did today. If you're still watching, please consider subscribing. You made it this far, you might as well, alright? And like every Planet Coaster video, we're going to take a ride, one in the daytime and one in the nighttime. I hope you learned something from this. I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Bring down your lap bars, it's time to go. See you later. Have a good one.